What if TM grids were actually this big? Life would be easy. But no, my friends, they're actually this small. Tweezer people, welcome back to IDEAL-TEK Chronicles. Before you reach the image, the breathtaking nanoscale detail, the atomic precision, you need the perfect specimen. And that starts with a tiny fragile platform, the TEM grid. When TEM first emerged, scientists relied on simple metal meshes to hold their sample. Over the years, grids evolved. Copper, nickel, delicate carbon film, and today even graphene sheets just one atom thick. Always designed to be as invisible as possible so the sample itself could be revealed. But even now, their size hasn't changed. A standard TEM grid is just 3.05 millimeters across, barely larger than a pinhead. Light enough to drift in the air and fragile enough to tear at the slightest touch. Transmission electronic microscopy TEM reveals what's invisible to the naked eye: viruses, organelles, nanoparticles, even atomic arrangements in advanced materials. But it only works if your sample is thin enough, clean enough, and perfectly mounted. That's where the real works begin. Add to this the demands of cryogenic preparation, for example, where biological samples must be preserved in a state as close as possible to their native structure. Here, specimens are plunge frozen in liquid ethane at around minus 180 degrees Celsius, vitrifying water to prevent ice crystal formation. Working in these conditions means gloved hands, frosted tools, and seconds that matter. You can't afford to sleep, you can't afford to squeeze too hard, you need tools that hold steady, without effort. That's where reverse action tweezers come in. Self-closing in nature, they grip grids, films, and specimen so your hand can stay relaxed. Among them, the 4XSA is the most common model, and at IDEAL-TEK, we craft ours for the kind of high-stake precision these environments demand. In cryo work, technicians often turn to the 5TTH-X tweezers, whose curved shanks and extra fine tips make it easier to reach into grid boxes and handle specimens in confined spaces. Each model serves a different need, but all share the same mission: a calm, consistent hold in even the most extreme conditions. Because sometimes, let it go is the best way to hold on.